I am taking a look at the Hagibis King 20 foldable RGB light. Let's run down some of the specs of this light. It has a brightness of 2960 lux at 0.5 meters. It has a color temperature of 26 to 12,000 Kelvin, which is not something I usually see on these small panel lights. Usually they max out at about 8,600 degrees Kelvin. So the fact that this goes all the way up to 12,000, nice little feature that I didn't expect. It's about 4.9 inches by 2.8 inches, and it's about a little less than 1.5 inches thick. It weighs a little less than a pound. For my European folks, it's about 360 grams. It has a 3200 milliamp battery, and you can run it full blast, both lights, for about a little over 100 minutes. If you're just using one of these panels, then it runs for about 160-ish minutes. Each light has 88 bicolored LEDs and 70 RGB beads. So that's total with both panels of 176 bicolor LEDs and 140 RGB LEDs. Let's talk a minute about what makes this light truly unique. There are a couple of different folding lights on the market that do this kind of number, but what makes this light truly unique is the hinge mechanism on the back. Not only can you just unfold it like a book, but both of these hinges swivel. The different configurations you can come up with for this light, the different folding options you can have, I've not seen another light that has anything close to this kind of feature. You could even use it as its own stand. Again, I've never seen a hinge system that works quite like this. I can just keep going for days showing all the different ways that this thing can move around and change. It truly a unique light. There's not one on the market that I've seen that's anywhere close to this. Let's talk about this display here for a second. It's really bright, bold, and clear. Again, with these small panel lights, this is by far the best screen I've ever seen. Not only is the screen great, but the buttons. Look at that display again. You can see the different colors displayed on the screen as you change it around. Let's turn this light on a little bit. There we go. And you can see it running through the colors. Let's talk about all the different modes that this light can go into. So we have the color temperature mode here. Using the function button, you can change the color temperature all the way up to 12,000 and all the way down to 2,600. The next mode is your HSI mode. That's your RGB color. Let's go to the next mode. And now we have the different scene modes. And again, this is another feature I really like about this light with this screen. With a lot of the lights, it just tells you when you're in the different scenes, we have scene 1 or scene 2. With this light, it actually spells out the scene that you're going to be using. So let's go through those real quick. The first one is RGB slow. Now we have RGB fast, RGB flash, police car, ambulance, fire truck, lightning 1, and we also have a lightning 2, which is a little bit of a quicker flash. Then we have camera flash, candle, which if you look at that background there, it's actually fairly realistic. TV screen, breathe, It just sort of pulses the light. And then we're back to RGB slow. So that's 12 different scene modes altogether. Here's another feature of this light that I don't think is the same on the other dual light foldable lights that are on the market. So of course you have the two panels, and the controls control both panels at once. However, unlike some of the other foldable panels, you can hold down the mode button, and now you just have this panel going. Hold down the mode button again, and now it's just this panel going. And again, a long press, and now you have both panels going. So the fact that you can choose either to have one or the other going or both at the same time is another feature that I haven't seen on these other foldable lights. Here's another feature that's unique to this light versus the other small little panel lights. Most of these lights, when you go from 0% to 1%, you have this huge jump and the brightness doesn't change until you move past 10%. With this light, you can actually dial down that brightness all the way to 1%. So the strength actually goes up in small stages from 1% to 2% to 3%. Now, when I purchased this light, I paid $99 for it. Some of the other ones I've seen are definitely more in the range of, I think some of the other ones I saw were around $150 to $200 and up. Like I said, I paid $99 for this one, but right now, this thing is actually on sale for $79. There is no better value pocket light like this on the market. It's not even close. So if you're in need of one of these little pocket RGB lights, I could not recommend this highly enough. The Hagibis King 20 foldable RGB light.